Now, this morning we're getting a chance to talk to Mr. David Rivera about this department over esports at Region 1. Thank you so much for making time this morning. Kind of talk to us and refresh people's minds who may not know what esports is.
Okay, so there's a big misconception of what esports is. A lot of people think it's gaming. You know, I have parents, administrators says, oh, it's just playing video games. So it's so much more than that, right? So what you're looking at is esports is competitive gaming. Usually you have more structure on it. What you could kind of draw an analogy on is, and what I share is, think of basketball. You have your pickup game of basketball at the park, right? That is more like your gaming, the way you see maybe your children playing games online with friends, you know, but we want to take it one step further and you look at competitive gaming or esports. So it would be similar to something like the NBA that has rules, regulations, you have, you know, a competitive structure, your brackets. That's what we're looking at for esports. And to top it off now, with Region 1, what we're looking at is scholastic esports. So that adds another layer on top of that. What we're looking at is kind of building out these like non-gamer roles that students could still be engaged in. So you still have that core of competitive gaming, but now students could do roles like social media specialists. They could do photography, the videography. They could run the event. They could do tournament management, shoutcasting, which is like commentary. So there's tons of things that they could do, and they're also developing skills at the same time. So this is starting to create a pathway now to collegiate esports, where we're also seeing this growth in competitive gaming.
Right, so to kind of talk to us about this upcoming tournament, who's able to sign up and what they need to do?
So we have a few tournaments coming up. The first one we have is on October the 26th. That's for our elementary students. So that's, you know, your kinder through 5th grade. Usually it's the upper grades that participate, but it's open to any Region 1 elementary schools. We still have space available. We will cap at 16 teams, so we still have some space available for that. And then on November the 11th, we do have a middle school tournament as well. That's open to middle schools here in the region as well.
So very cool, very exciting things coming up. I guess apart from the elementary tournament and the middle school tournament, are there any other things that people could be looking out for?
Yes, so one of the things we did on the outset and what we wanted to do for the region is really educate or work with educators on how they could build out their programs. So we also have some workshops coming up. We actually have one next week and one in November, one in December as well. So we're going to be talking about how to create a sustainable esports program, so it's more than just playing the video games, on how to develop those different types of roles, how to make it, you know, like I said, more sustainable, how to get the buy-in from your parents, from, you know, the rest of the school, from other teachers, students, you know, the community, how to build that. We're also going to look at how to build tournaments, again, being the core of what esports is, and trying to make it so it's very basic, at a very basic level. You know, we see these really big esports competitions on TV, on YouTube, on Twitch, but in this case, we want to kind of scale it down so it could be something that anybody could approach, whether it's, you know, the first time for an educator, or maybe, you know, it's the first time that they're doing a tournament. And one of the other workshops we're going to be doing is incorporating SEL, the social emotional learning, in esports.
Well, I love that. Thank you so much for breaking that down for us. And we'll be right back after this break with more news. Come back.